So this is the ARX SOL from Tenicor. So SOL is Latin for sun, and so that is kind of the modifier for our duty size weapon lights. Everything will have a SOL designation on it, and that means it's going to work with things like the Surefire X300. At some point we'll probably also put out holsters for the Streamlight TLR1, but the ARX SOL is the on the belt hip holster for a Glock pistol and a Surefire X300 series weapon lights. So a couple things to point out here. One is just that it works with all of the different weapon lights. It works with the Ultra Bravo here, but it also works with the Alpha, so the X300 UA series weapon lights, but also the Legacy X300s before the Ultra came along. It'll work with any of those as well. There is definitive retention in this holster. It is a very clean, smooth draw. We have dual retention screws, so you have rear adjustment and front adjustment. So you can kind of fine tune, tension on the slide and also tension around the light area as well. You want a little more tension. We have full coverage of the light, so this protrudes past the bezel slightly. Full coverage of the muzzle as well. We find that we need to enclose the muzzle if you're going to go with hip carry, just to create a more comfortable feel. If you don't have that rounded portion there and you leave it open on the bottom, and it ends up digging into the hip for most people. Talking about the wings, again, one of the things we want to try to do with our light holsters, sometimes light holsters get really, really big when they have offset wings. We're trying to minimize it. So with the ARX Lux, we were able to keep it the exact same wing profile as the standard ARX. For this, just because the handgun is bigger, it's a bigger profile, everything is a little bit bigger, the wings are different. But the wings are very carefully made and profiled. They're different angles on the front and the rear, so that we can take this, put this up next to the body, and it pulls everything in as tight as we can go. You can see that it pulls in pretty tight and close to the body. It's obviously a big, large gun, but the whole thing comes in tight to the body to conceal pretty well.